Hey Lash Babes, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Yoyis, and on my channel I teach you guys everything about lash extensions and how to have a successful lash business. If you are new here, make sure to follow and hit the subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on future lash content. Also, don't forget to follow me on all other social media platforms: Pinterest, TikTok, Instagram, all that fun stuff. So in today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to perfect your volume fans. If this is something that you are struggling with, then make sure to stay tuned towards the end of the video because I'm going to talk about something truly life-changing that's going to take your business to the next level. So now let's jump into the two best ways to perfect your volume fans, and I'm going to show you guys my most favorite technique on what has truly changed the way that I lash, my speed, everything. So now let's get into the whole fanning portion of this video. So before we jump into the fanning portion, I quickly wanted to talk about the products that I'm going to be using because I know I'm going to get questions. So the main tweezers that I'm using today is going to be this mini crane tweezer called That Girl. And again, everything is my own collection. And I love this tweezer because it does have a longer tip compared to my Dreamer tweezer. This one's more of your basic 45-degree angle tweezer. Both of them are perfect for isolation and picking up lashes, and I'm going to show you guys both of them today. I do have other tweezers in my collection, but these are the tweezers that I mainly gravitate towards, and I'm telling you, this one right here, hands down, the best tweezer to pick up volume lashes, whether it be regular volume or mega volume. So these are the tweezers that I'm using today. For my lashes, I'm going to be using my Royal Cashmere Lashes in 0.03D Curl Mix. And as you can tell, I already prepped my lash tile for you guys, but this is what they look like straight out of the tray. I am also going to be using my adhesive and tweezer wipes. This is just going to help me clean off my glue bottle once I do put my glue dots on my flower cups. So this right here, the flower cups, is truly life-changing for somebody that is struggling perfecting their bases. And I'm going to show you guys exactly what I use these to get those perfect fans, okay? So I do have my lash tile set up here already. And then the two glues I'm going to be mentioning today are my Bestie beginner adhesive. This is perfect for somebody who is still learning how to make their fans, and if you're a beginner. As you can tell, it does say Bestie beginner adhesive, and it's been used. That's why the gold foil is rubbing off. And this one is my Obsessed adhesive. It is a 0.3 to 0.5 second dry time adhesive. As you can tell, it says advanced artist adhesive, so it is a very fast adhesive. I don't recommend for you to use an adhesive this fast if you're still learning how to create fans, because if anything, it's going to slow you down because they are not going to be sticking because you're not able to keep up with the dry time of the adhesive. So again, if you're a beginner, I recommend for you to try using my Bestie. It is called Bestie because again, retention is amazing. It's going to help you with enough time to set those lashes where they need to go. And if you have a little more experience, switch over to Obsessed. Hands down, both of them. Retention is incredible. Okay, so I'm going to come in with my Obsessed adhesive and put 2 dots in one of the slots of my glue dot. So I already shook up my adhesive. And you always want to make sure you shake up your glue and then also take one of these little wipies and burp your adhesive. What I mean by burping is you're going to press on it until all the adhesive that's in the nozzle comes up, and you always want to clean it. That way it never gets stuck again. So if you are somebody that is struggling with your lid getting stuck to your bottle, it is probably because you have a lot of buildup on your nozzle. And you always want to make sure that the tweezers you are using are clean at the tips. So if they do have any kind of gunk or adhesive on it, that is going to be the biggest reason of why your tweezers are not picking up your lashes. So you always want to avoid getting glue on your tweezers, and if you do, I recommend for you to use a glue aid remover. I'm going to put it on the screen here what a glue aid remover does and how it helps keep your tweezers clean. Okay, another thing you have to make sure is you always want to brush your lashes through. This is just going to help fluff them out, because the last thing you want is for your lashes to be sticking together. We want fluffy, beautiful lashes. And especially when working with 0.03s, because they are a lot lighter, you want to make sure they're fully fluffed out. So I'm going to start off with that girl tweezer, and again, my tweezers are fiber tips, meaning that the tips are coated with fibers, so it's actually going to be a lot easier for you to pick up those lashes and fan them out. So the first technique I'm going to be starting off with is the pinching technique. It is actually one of the easiest techniques to learn and get down. I used to be a hardcore pincher. That's what I was taught to do when I first started my lashing career, but now I know that there's better options on how to make effortless fans with just one hand. So with the pinching technique, you are going to be using two hands, and I'm going to be using my pointer and my thumb on my non-dominant hand. So the tweezer, you're always going to put it on your dominant hand, and I like to use 3 fingers to keep control of my tweezer. On top of it too, when you use 3 fingers, it just helps to evenly distribute the pressure on your tweezer. So if you're only using 1 finger or 2 fingers and holding it like a pencil, it is not going to work for you. So I recommend for you to do 3 fingers, and this is just going to help to avoid any hand cramps and just keep the pressure on the tips. So since these are 0.03, I'm going to come in and pick up a little bit more lashes than normal. You obviously do not want to get too heavy-handed, and just because we are using 0.03s for a mega volume fan does not necessarily mean that you have to pick up a lot. You also want to be careful with the amount of lashes you're picking up, because the density can end up damaging the lashes. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with my finger. I'm going to set my tweezer on my pointer finger, and I'm going to have the lashes of the bases of my lashes pointing straight down. So if they're pointing straight at me like this, it's going to be a little bit difficult to work with. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it right on my finger, and then I'm going to come in with my thumb, pinch those bases, and I'm going to release barely anything off of my tweezer. So if you fully open up your tweezers and your lashes are going all over the place, that means that you opened it up way too much. So you barely need to open up those tweezers, and when you do open it up, you're going to pinch a little bit, and then when you are ready to pull your finger back away from the base, then you're going to put pressure. So if your fans are kind of going all over the place every time you pull your thumb away, then that means that you are pulling your thumb before you can put pressure, so those fans or those lashes are coming with your finger. So you always want to make sure you pinch, release a little bit of pressure, let those lashes wiggle through, then you're going to put pressure back, and then you're going to pull. So this is the type of fan we want to create. So as you can see, the bases are a little bit sloppy, but that's okay, because we're going to dip it just a little bit in the adhesive, slide it through the flower cup, and that is going to help close those bases. So this is what we got. I just realized that the entire time that I was pinching, my video blurred out a little bit. So I'm going to show you guys again. So this is the fan that we created last pinch. So I'm going to show you again. I'm going to pick up, and I always want to pick up towards the center of the tweezer. It just depends on the type of tweezers you have, but because I do have fiber tips, I'm able to pick up anywhere in the tip. But just remember that most tweezers have a sweet spot, meaning that in that certain spot, it picks up the lashes a lot better. So I'm going to bring my tweezer in towards the center. I'm going to put full pressure, and as you can tell, once I wiggle the lashes around, they're not moving. That's exactly what you want. So if you were to put as much pressure as you can on your tweezers, and if you were to notice that they're still kind of moving all over the place, that means that those tweezers are not good, and I recommend for you to invest in better quality tweezers. Have those bases pointing straight down, and then I'm going to pinch. So when I pinch, I'm going to release pressure. And as you can see, my tweezers are barely moving. If you can see your tweezers opening up, that means that you are releasing too much pressure, okay? So again, I'm going to come in, pinch, do it gently, release a little bit of pressure, let those lashes fan out. And before I pull my thumb away, I'm going to put pressure on my tweezers to make sure that I keep those bases right where I want them. So this fan looks pretty decent. So now I'm going to bring it in, dip the tip just a little bit, slide it through the flower cup, and this is just going to help snatch those bases. Okay, there is fan number 2. I'm going to show you guys again. I'm going to pinch, release pressure, let the lashes fan through. Okay, once they look semi-good, we're going to dip it in, slide it through, close those bases. Okay, simple as that. So the thing about pinching is that it does take a little bit more time because you have to come in here and pinch, 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 pinch until you get that perfect fan that you are going for. So it does take a little bit longer, especially when you come in and you isolate on your model or your mannequin, and then you have to let go of the isolation to come and fan using both hands. So it does get a little bit trickier when you're working with both hands. My favorite technique to do is actually called the shimmy technique. So the shimmy technique, we're never going to let go of isolation. So you're going to go on your model, on your mannequin, and you're going to go and isolate. And this hand does not move from the isolation. The one that does all the work is going to be your dominant hand, okay? So I'm going to show you guys how easy it is to do the shimmy technique. So again, I'm going to come in, but instead of pulling the lashes towards me and off the strip, we're going to pull them towards my tweezer. So this is all about controlling your pressure. So as you can see, I'm pulling it to the side, letting those lashes fall towards the tweezer. And then I'm actually going to lean my tweezer on my lash towel and bring it back to position, releasing a little bit of pressure, letting that fan out by itself. And it's all about releasing and controlling the pressure. And then again, I'm going to come dip it in the flower cup and fix the base. As you can see, that was done in 2 to 5 seconds compared to doing the pinching technique, which takes me about 30 seconds to a minute to make one fan. Doing the shimmy technique, literally 5 seconds. So as you can see, I'm going to show you how fast I do it without talking, because obviously when I talk, it takes me a little bit longer. So let me show you how fast I can do this. Boom. As you can see, it's as simple as that. I love this technique so much because it has taken me from being a hardcore pincher to doing full sets in 4 to 6 hours, depending on the style that I was doing. And that was me already pretty advanced with my work and my technique, and I was really good at pinching, but it was still taking me a long time. And then when I learned about the shimmy technique, it completely changed the way that I lash. My sets take me roughly around 2 hours to complete, and that is me lashing 100% and filling her up 100%, meaning I didn't skip any lashes other than the baby lashes. Doing this technique, again, it has changed the way that I lash. My speed has improved, and it's just so much easier. And I know it looks a little tedious, and maybe I'll make it look so easy, but I promise you guys, it's all about controlling the pressure. When I slide it towards my tweezer, and then I slide it back, it's all about controlling the pressure. And then when I have a semi-decent fan, again, we dip it, and then we fix the base. Boom. As you can see, so effortless. I'm telling you guys, this has changed the way that I lash. Another great flower making technique is just using the flower cup. So I'm going to show you guys how easy it is to make fans using the flower cup. So all I have to do is pull them off the strip, nothing fancy about it. And then I'm going to come in, dip the tip just a little bit, and then I'm going to shimmy them back and forth right on the flower cup. You see? Simple as that. So instead of having to shimmy on the strip over here, you're shimmying right on the flower cup. Okay, let me show you guys how to do this with my Dreamer tweezer. This is the 45-degree angle tweezer. So again, I'm going to pick up some lashes. And when you want to make fans, you always want to pick up about halfway towards the lash line, because you never want to pick up right on the sticky part. That's actually going to make it worse and can be the biggest reason of why you're getting glue on your tweezers, because you're picking it up so low. So I recommend to pick it up above the strip or halfway up the lashes. Okay, so again, we're going to pull, dip it just a little bit, and then we're going to keep the bases right on the groove or the little slot, and then all we're going to do is shimmy back and forth. So again, these techniques are all about controlling the pressure on your tweezer and doing gentle movements. You do not want to come over here and just start like moving it roughly, because then it's going to make your fan look all ugly and crazy. The thing about my fans too is I don't like creating wide fans, because when you create white fans, it makes your sets look messy. I prefer more of a narrow fan. As you can see, I prefer narrow fans because that's actually what's going to give you the density in your sets, compared to really wide fans that are like all over the place. They're kind of funny now. They're looking really crazy. That's going to make your sets look messy. So if your overall goal is density and fullness, then switching over to creating fluffy fans like this is going to help you create density in your sets. Okay, I'm going to show you guys one more time the shimmy technique, because again, this is my favorite technique. So I'm going to pull them to the side, lean my tweezer on my lash tile, bring them back to position, controlling my pressure, and you could shimmy them back and forth, and this is just going to help bring that fan into position or how you would like for it to look. Then we're going to dip the bases in the glue just a little bit, and then you could shimmy it back on to open up the fan a little bit more. If this is something that you are struggling and if you want to perfect and master this technique, I recommend for you guys to sign up to my Yoyis Plus. This is the one special thing that I was telling you guys about earlier. My Yoyis Plus is the only lash membership in the industry that caters to all levels of lash artists, whether you're a beginner lash artist, you're an intermediate, or you're an advanced artist looking to take your business to the next level. I recommend for you guys to sign up to my Yoyis Plus. Through my Yoyis Plus, you get online courses included for free. So that means you don't have to pay hundreds and hundreds to thousands of dollars to learn just to do wispy styling, or learn how to create and perfect your fans just like this when I was showing you today, or even just mentorship and have somebody there, the support of my community, to guide you in the right direction. I know that sometimes it does get lonely being a beginner lash artist, not knowing who to go to for help, or even just make friends in the industry. My Yoyis Plus community is all in one. On top of that too, you get my products for an incredible price, plus free shipping within the states. So not only do you get products at an affordable price, free shipping, online courses for free, which right now I have about 6 courses currently working on my 7th and 8th. You also get mentorship and the support of the community. Nowhere else are you going to find anything like this, because no one in the industry has anything like this. So if you're looking for community products and courses, then I recommend for you to sign up to Yoyis Plus. For only $19.99, you get everything included. You don't have to pay extra for my online courses. So I will have the link down below for you guys, so you guys can sign up to Yoyis Plus and take your business to the next level. Especially if you're somebody who has been wanting to join the lash industry and doesn't know where to start, this is the perfect opportunity for you to join. Become a lash artist today and start saving money while also putting money in your pocket. So if you guys did like this video, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you are new here, because now that we are back on YouTube, I'm going to bring my A game. We're going to start pumping out videos for you guys and just keep the content coming. I missed YouTube, I miss you guys, and I'm excited to jump back in the game and start helping you guys elevate your lash business to the next level. Honestly, the best thing you can do is sign up to Yoyis Plus. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.